Do you know someone in your life that feels the best way to give a presentation or a speech or even a toast is to just wing it? Because, they don't want to sound too stuffy or over-prepared. Your company's getting ready for that huge presentation that everyone's worked for 18 months really hard to get perfectly, and this is the guy that walks in and says, "No, I'll wing it." Well, unfortunately, the number of people that can truly wing it successfully is very, very, very small. Think back to some of those speeches that you've watched or listened to, some of those great presentations, or even a wedding toast. Those folks have prepared. I guarantee you they have done their research. They have written it out. They have practiced it, often in front of friends or family. Maybe they've even taken videos so that they can watch their movements and how well they look on camera. They have prepared so that they can look great as if they were winging it. If you want to look like you really know what you're doing off the cuff, you have to be prepared. And think about it, great comics. These are people that are naturally witty and funny and for the most part always have to be on. They practice their material. They take it to small clubs so that they can try out and see what works and what flops so that they have their skills honed and ready for the big show. I took this lesson to heart from my gymnastics career when I started speaking professionally many, many years ago. As a gymnast, when I would learn a floor exercise routine, I had to first learn the choreography, so kind of the bones, just the mechanics. I couldn't put the feeling in yet. I just had to know this foot goes there and this arm goes there. And I had to practice that hundreds and hundreds of times so that eventually it became very natural for my body to be in those positions. After that, I could begin to put some emotion and feeling into those moves. And then I would practice it at smaller competitions where the scores didn't really matter all that much. Once I practiced it and kind of honed out, weeded out the things that didn't work and honed in on the skills that did, then I was able to really go for it at a World Championships or an Olympic Games. You have to find what works through repetition, research often if you're talking about a speech, and make sure that you are prepared for that day in the limelight. Now, of course, there are times in our lives when we truly do have to speak off the cuff. If we're being interviewed, or maybe we didn't know what the questions were going to be ahead of time. But that doesn't mean that you can't be prepared with your subject matter. You think about it. If you're preparing for work, or let's say you're preparing for an interview to get a job, you can know 95% of what they're going to ask because most of those interviews are pretty similar. You can look a lot up online. You can know how you would answer questions about yourself. You can research the company, their clients, their competitors, truly know who you're talking to. Those are great ways to form a well-rounded interview when you don't have time to prepare actual answers in advance. At the end of the day, your goal is to be awesome at winging it by being prepared. So my challenge for you this week is to write down your major talking points. Maybe practice in front of friends or family. Take a video of yourself so that you can watch it and see what you're doing well and what you're doing not so well. And when you nail that speech, I want you to let me know about it. Make sure to tweet me at Shannon Miller 96. Let me know how it went. Or if you have feedback and ideas on ways that people can stay prepared for life, let me know. Thanks so much for checking out my channel, and of course you can watch more video below. And if you enjoyed what you learned, make sure to share with all of your friends on social media. And as always, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you have all of our latest content. Till next time, take today and make it happen.